Alright, let's put on some music. Just a minute while I do stuff on my phone. That's actually a more reasonable sound level. Too loud. What are you doing? My cat's being crazy. No, 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 no! Heyo, Ultima! How are you? And yes, Minecraft. Heyo, how are you? I'm running away from the music desk I put in place. Things have changed a little bit probably since the last time you saw my base. It's a little messy. Your VTuber model is missing. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Thank you, Ultima. I knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. Just a sec. I need to get into my, program. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Hedge. You're just today. You know what I mean? Yeah. I knew I forgot something. Thank you. Given. Got. There we go. Wait, life's been good. I finally got it. Woo! I'm assuming you got Switch 2 is what you're saying. Switch to it last is mine. Yes, that's awesome! Woo! Great job! We still don't have one. But congratulations! Woo! Now, Nameless said he was gonna update things. So, where do I have the most leaves? No, that's not leaves. Yeah, it didn't update yet. Sorry, that's fine. You're good. You'll get it. I believe in you. Aw, thank you, Ultima. Just passing by to say hi. Gotta go to a concert. Hope you have a great time. Great stream, Sweet Wolf. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your concert. I hope it goes really well. The one time I look away from chat, everybody's chatting. Oh, well. I don't pay very good attention anyway. It's fine. I don't know. You know, there's something really amusing about the look. Hedge looks like away for 2 seconds. Wow, the angel chatters. Now, that actually kind of did happen to me once. I once looked away for, like, just a really small amount, and I suddenly went from, like, nobody to 76 people watching me. It wasn't even that many people chatting either. It was so weird. This was ages ago, and it's never happened since. I don't think anyone came back from that either who wasn't a regular chatter already. Such a weird experience. So sad. Yep. Well, we gotta celebrate for Ultima. Ultima, do you have something you want to do to celebrate? I don't particularly have plans today. I'll probably just keep working on my islands. Even Hedgecat's congratulating him. Or cursing. I'm not sure which. I would, but I have a family reunion in less than 20 minutes. Well, go enjoy your time with your family. I hope it goes really well. Congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to entertain you till we gotta go. I don't know, though. That's a high task when you're dealing with someone as awesome as Ultima. Well, there's a lot of people here today. Hello, Lost. But I can't hang out for a bit here. Hedge is your new family now. Lost! Is that so? I didn't know that's how that worked. Are you sure you're not just crazy? I couldn't say the words. I'm trying to make him stay here so I can play my delivery game. That'll be annoying though. Oh, I don't even like any of them. Oh, Ultima, not cool, bruh. Oh, you know, family can be annoying, but they're also awesome. What are you eating? Sorry, my cat's eating plastic. I gotta go stop her. That's bad for her. You can still play your delivery game. Don't worry about it. Oh. Hi. I'm gonna eat plastic. I'm gonna stick to the box. No. Stop it. Uh-huh. Yep. Hedgecat. Assist. Yep. She did. But man, is she in a place today. Exciting. Might be good to grab a stone cutter for this. I have a cool family members. One of them got shot in the head and actually doing relatively fine, honestly. Easiest person to talk to. He's great. Um, 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 hmm. I mean, congrats on surviving, I guess. Recovered very well. I mean, congrats, I guess. I mean, I guess it makes sense that he's pretty easy to talk to. He's already experienced something really bad. Other problems probably don't feel so bad anymore. Not gonna make a big fuss over relatively benign things, I guess. Lag. Lag! Gonna kill me. I've certainly created quite the colorful base. His bitch is wonky though, but he's doing pretty well for himself. Well, you know, that's great. I guess from here is kind of where I need to go next. Hmm. I think my grandpa wanted to be a politician. You're just in a very sherry place today, aren't you? I guess Lost heard sharing is caring and decided I want to be a caring person today. Because that's a lot of sharing he's doing today. I'm not even sure where you're going with this. One of my cousins was like one of the dictator clappers. I already told you about the first one like several times. I know, but you're just keep sharing and sharing and sharing. That's moss. Do I not have any mossy stone? Hey, that only reaction I'm sharing because today nothing really connects back to me. That's fine. Fine. And I'm gonna go to here on the next on this block. Next. Oh, is that too close together? It should be fine. Especially if I then do like that. How's that look? Well, it looks okay from over here. This one might need to move. Maybe something more like that. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm sorry I got distracted again. You could share your story so or she goes back to being focused on Minecraft. I mean, I just don't think my life is that interesting. I mean, stuff's happened. Reminds me, I have a video I want to watch about snakes and watermelons. Very interesting stuff right there. Very intriguing. Rather snakes made out of watermelons, you know? Have you noticed I don't talk about myself? True, but I don't talk to anyone. I'm pretty solitary. I don't interact with people, but yeah, Minecraft world is crazy. Yeah? I might have gotten a little carried away playing on the server. I feel like in my little chunk, I've done quite a little bit of, things. I'll hedge this time for you to make up stuff. Only reason I knew this is because my sister tells me things. Well, my sister isn't that interested in worldly affairs, so. Monkey. Um, let's see. What else? I mean, what do people talk about? I'm supposed to be streaming and talking, and I just never know what to talk about. Sure, I've gone on about Yu-Gi-Oh! For a couple hours a couple times. Yeah, that's about right. I definitely made the right choice doing that. There's two sides of it. Either you talk about things you've seen or seen in game, or your plans or whatever. Yeah, I get that. It just never have words. Words are so hard. Picking the right ones, figuring out what you want to say. But it's fun. I do enjoy talking to you guys. I'm just not very good at thinking of what I want to say. Unfortunately, I think. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I'll grab that later. That piece of tuft, it was in the wrong spot. Now, if we just go over here, we take this out. And now this needs to be replaced. But there's, that's, wolf. Yeah. Wolf. That's the right answer. Yeah. Actually looks really cute. Might need more pale moss, but I don't know. What has been going on in my life? It's been a little bit more interesting lately. I visited family. Very fun, very interesting. See, right now there's a mysterious white guy in front of my door, probably I don't know, or a salesperson. That's so. Just imagine some like creature in an all white suit that's just got like how to describe it? Like a really, kind of like with like one of the helmets for like a Kamen Rider or whatever. I forget what Power Ranger helmet. That's the English term. Um, family reunion begins now. See you again, my friend. Be well. Bye. Aw, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy. Have fun. Um, but a Power Ranger helmet. No, it's more classic, more of an attire, like a button-up shirt. But that's what came to mind when you said white guy was just a white suit with like a Power Rangers helmet that's like black on top. Very culty. Not sure why that's what came to mind. Think I might watch too much, I don't know, TV as too much fiction, but it's very interesting visualization I gave myself. Um the thing I imagined was more anime villain, which kind of says how much time I spend around people, but that's fine. I went to go see, I went out and saw my grandma around my birthday. I had to receive a gift. Dun dun dun. It was necessary. Um, No, my grandma had gotten me a gift, and there were some other things we were meeting up about, and we were just gonna see her. We went to like a cafe or something. I could always talk about anime. Thing is, I don't really watch anime anymore so much. Anyway, so we went to like a cafe, and we went and we had, I guess it was lunch. It wasn't like we were aiming for a specific meal. Um, and we had a lovely time. But the reason I'm bringing this up is and then I'm gonna go back one. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Is while we were there and we were sitting and we were chatting, I had this sweet old lady come up to me and compliment me on my bows and my hair. I had my hair all up with bows, and I was so complimented. It had been a while. I don't go out very much, so having random strangers compliment me, it's been a little while because it's been a while since I went outside. It's the problem with being inside all the time, you know? Random strangers can't compliment you if you never meet random strangers. It's very sad. Starting to relax. All the stories that you talk about is when you get complimented. Well, it's memorable, and I don't hold on to bad things. But anyway, I also had French toast, which was very disappointing. Can you believe that they messed up French toast? It's so simple and easy. It's so good. But it made me not want French toast anymore, which I can't have gluten, and there's not really a good gluten-free bread I like for French toast right now, so it's probably the best. I did cheat and have gluten there. But it also makes me sad that they messed up French toast, and I'm very conflicted about whether I'm sad they messed up French toast or glad I don't want French toast anymore. I'm very conflicted on this. Um, do you know that feeling when you're like, well, it's a good thing I don't want French toast anymore, but, well, not French toast. It's a good thing I don't want blank anymore, but I'm sad they messed it up. Starting to realize. I mean, it's just very memorable to hold on to the good things, you know? I'd rather remember the things that make me happy and feel complimented and special than things that make me not feel complimented and special and happy. I'm gonna switch that one. Yeah, looks like the right choice. Yeah, I hold on to the moment where a girl randomly complimented me on my eyes, and that was a time. I mean, it's nice to feel complimented and special. Everybody likes that, right? Right? That must be. Who dislikes feeling special? Yeah, I'm gonna retrieve that real quick. There. Although after that, she started to tease me with that because she knows I get embarrassed. That's, you know, that's just life. That's how it goes. You see a weakness and you must strike, right? I mean, everybody's like that. Once you see a weakness, rah! Yeah, it's extremely funny. No one shall be left rare. I don't know. Uh, I mean, I'm very oblivious. I think that's also another one of my problems, is I tend to be extremely oblivious. Um, honestly, it's probably not a positive feature of mine, but I just am. So even though apparently, according to my mom, I knew this, I only found out recently about a competition I was in. I wasn't even supposed to be competing because I couldn't win anyway. And they still considered me, which makes me happy. But I didn't realize, I just really thought I hadn't done well enough with my... Well, I made a rather big mistake during that competition. Makes sense, that comes with autism. A little bit. Why are you in shock, Hedge? Well, I fell off the side of the building, and it shocked me. It happens. I know. I should be used to falling off buildings at this point. But it's still occasionally, you know, they'll get you. Let me go get a stair. Oh, I used the wrong one. Oh, well. Actually, yeah. Or even better, a mushroom block would be even better. Maybe just wood? I don't know. What block would be best there? I have a piece of wood that's like that. So maybe I'll go get a piece of wood. Yeah, you really find every single story where you could show off. Now you're saying some competition thought of signing me up, but I didn't know. Well, I really had messed up really big. I'm not really trying to brag. I just thought it was... Honestly, that competition was just... It was really cool to compete for that. And, like, it wasn't anything that big of a deal. I mean, it was a big deal, but not, like... It it could have been a bigger deal. It wasn't too bad, but it was the first time I'd really done a competition like that that really stuck with me. I'm not sure if I had done any others, but they didn't stick with me, so it doesn't matter. That's the thing. If it doesn't stick with you, I don't know how much it matters that you've done something if it doesn't leave a strong impression. I'm gonna say that. And this one really left a strong impression. I was really invested. I ended up crying in the music room while practicing because I just could not get something right. I kept making the same mistake. No, I'm just trying to tease you. I deserve it though, let's be honest. Let's be honest, I do deserve it. I know it. I can be a little bit fat about bragging. But it's also absolutely fine. Learning how to do 3 plus 4 didn't leave much of an impression. Honestly, you know what really left an impression? I used to hate the 3 times table. I was always having trouble with the times table of 3. Oh my goodness, that was horrible. I got there in the end, but oh my goodness. Also, that competition, funnily enough, is the first time I really realized, like, in my own head, how competitive I can be. Like, it's not like it was something I ever thought about. I just did what I wanted and didn't worry about the rest. So, like, I wasn't really thinking, am I competitive, am I not? But it was the first time I really thought about it and realized, oh, I am very competitive. Um, I'm really upset that I lost here. Funny, enough. So yeah, that's probably why I don't have any interesting stories to tell people. I'm just oblivious. I'm a pro bagger and competition. Nice. Shouldn't be bragging when it's usually fine to brag. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I've had a friend. He was a good friend. But he had a bit of a penchant for bragging. And I don't want to be like him. That's why I say that. So I guess maybe I'm enough of a failure to get past it. You should be like him. No thanks. Do we still have some calcite? I want 1 block of that. Yeah, that's definitely better. Be a diet version of him with your own flavor. Oh. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, you kind of have a point. I don't know how my brother sits in a room alone and comes up with things to talk about to himself. I don't know how he does it. Then again, he's got like no filter, so maybe that's how he does it. I'm a bit timid, I guess. I mean, maybe not on things I should be timid about, but yeah, yeah. Where's the stone brick? I don't want to go. If I do in that spot a slab, and then At least for me, it depends on my mood. Yeah, we've been saying that forever. I know that it's, I feel like I just don't know. I get nervous. I don't know. Oh yeah, want to know what present my hedge cat got for me the day after my birthday? Gonna love this. She threw up. Day after my birthday. Actually, it was at like 2 in the morning. So it had just passed midnight. She waited till after my birthday to throw up. Isn't that so sweet? That's lovely. I know, right? I was so happy. 2 in the morning to hear the sounds of the kitty throwing up. I was so, just complimented. I felt loved. I was not pleased. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go get more scaffolding. And she was crying, and I was tired. Yeah. Animals, we love them, but they have exciting little lives. I didn't draw anything yesterday. I've been trying to do my sketchbook every day, even if the sketches aren't like super complex or great. Even if it's something simple. And I just did nothing yesterday. Beautiful clip for 2 in the morning, like, I would want that too. Well, maybe the next time she decides to give me a 2 in the morning gift, I should, let you know. Or maybe your dog can give you one at some point. Please don't. I mean, if you're gonna, if you want one too, I can let you know. Can let you in on the parade. It's really no trouble. Yeah, I usually clean it up. I need to Lysol out her crate because she threw up in there recently. It's different throw up. This one's from the day before yesterday. I needed to clean it up yesterday, but I was just so tired. I just was like, you know what? You can just sleep in a different crate if you want. I know procrastinating is bad, but just keep throwing up. I know she has an upset tummy right now. I just wanted it to be over. Probably makes me a bad cat owner. Cat owner? I think that's a health issue at that point. I mean, she wasn't in it. I kept her out of it. And it's not like it's that much of a cat health issue. We've known all along that they have very sensitive tummies, and my cat in particular throws up if she overheats. That isn't great, but like, It's predictable. I have to be very careful with her bedding and stuff because of it. But, like, not that big of a deal. Your family is getting more ridiculous. Even your pets are sensitive. Well, in all fairness to the pets that are sensitive, they were dewormed in their mother's tummy. So, like, they didn't know the mother of our kitties was pregnant, so they thought she had worms. So they dewormed her multiple times. Um, and then she had kittens. So, like, it'd be maybe stranger if they didn't have issues. Like, I'm pretty sure babies aren't supposed to be, dewormed. I think that's bad for them. They are even brain damage to this family. We're a gift from a friend. And they're all very smart and clever sweethearts. Except Katsuki likes to eat plastic if we don't stop her. I'm going to make fun of your sweethearts like how I make fun of you. Fair enough. But yeah, that did happen. They're supposed to be mousers. They became therapy cats instead. That's a joke. They aren't actually like therapy animals. We just love them. They have learned to put up with the hugs and affection. Of our family very well. I say that like our family's extreme because we kind of are when it comes to hugs and affection. Not to gossip, but my brother, when he hugs his kitty, oof, she is so happy. Kind of a weirdo. She's gonna say, kind of a weirdo. I, I just, yeah. Hmm. Maybe a stare would have been better there. Put something else there. Maybe like. Yeah, better. Understandable. I would feel the same way. We both have the what? I can't say that. I don't know. They feel like they're therapy animals. Understandable. Um. Yeah, I have to say I do kind of feel bad for them when we just start hugging them very tightly, kind of against their will. I feel like maybe that's a little bit A little bit mean. They're just so huggable and sweet and adorable. Yeah. Hedgecat's decided to play musical kitty, so she's just wandering around the room today. Um, let's get some normal stone. I do think I have some built in over here. There. And then this can actually maybe come down one. I don't know. I think I need more stairs and slabs. Imagine you being hugged tightly after getting fed. That's awful. I know, right? And we're so guilty of doing that to them. Well, they're sweet and huggable and cuddly, and they love us despite this. And I have been teased a lot about Stockholm Syndrome. I don't like that teasing because it kind of sometimes I worry if maybe it's a little more true than I'd like to believe. You don't have Stockholm Syndrome, right, Katsuki? She's not looking at me. She's just napping. Oh, she's a sweetheart. Don't worry, I think I gave my cat Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, maybe that's the key to cat love, is Stockholm Syndrome. Maybe that's just the answer. I also think you gave me Stockholm Syndrome. I'm sorry about that. That was an accident. I'm just so great. That was not where I wanted that. That was not where I wanted that. Ah! Oh, maybe I can place it from down here. Yeah, you are. I mean... Yeah. It's a talent, I tell ya. True talent. Comes when people just start following you for no reason. Or is that being stalked? I don't know. That's a joke. Not sure how I feel about that joke now that I've made it, but it's in the ether now. Do I have any more? Yes. Anyway, I couldn't hear the joke because I was using speech to text. Say it again. Yeah, it's part of one of your 100 talents. Um, Pretty much I made a joke about it's great when people just start following you, or is that being stalked? I think I made a joke along those lines. Not the most creative joke out there, but it's out there now. Um, in the ether. Right. Yes, getting stalked. I never knew you were schizophrenic. No. Anyway, I couldn't hear. I read that. I don't even think the joke makes any sense. Yeah. I'm gonna go blow my nose. I've got snot on my nose and it's very unpleasant. Um, I have an interesting accomplishment of mine. You know, this is interesting. This is gonna really shock you. I made myself and my family dinner twice in the last week or two. Can you believe it? I actually cooked. I cut up the meat myself with a knife, and I didn't cut myself. There was a few close calls, but I didn't cut myself. Hear that? I managed not to cut anything. I didn't want to. I just cut the meat. It was great. I then put it in sauce. I let it sit for a little bit, and I cooked it up. Can't believe you poisoned your family, but good job. No one was poisoned. Or if they were poisoned, they never told me. This is how I find out I accidentally poisoned my family. This is how I learned the truth. Yeah. be better. I might take this one out and what should I replace it with? Explain your cat. She was born that way. Um, can't really give you a better explanation than that. That's the truth. That's what they all say. She also really likes sardines. Sardines are actually pretty good for cats. Um, make a few more and that'd actually be good. Maybe more stone on this side. To break it up more. Until they reveal they've been putting the lead in the water. I don't think so. I drink the same water as the cats, and I'm fine. I ended up making myself sad with my birthday sushi. I'm still happy with what I got. Do not get me wrong. I am very happy with what I got. I am very pleased and happy and all the good feelings for that. But I really wish I had gotten avocado with all the other stuff I got on my... That explains a lot of things. Knew you were gonna say that. But I really wish I had gotten avocado among the things. I usually get avocado on my Pokeballs, but I just didn't this time because I was so out. I literally stopped being able to read and speak in the store for some reason. This was my birthday, and we went out to go get sushi, and I just stopped being able to read and speak in the middle of the store. And I was trying to order when I stopped being able to articulate anything or read, which I don't know. That made me not order everything I wanted to order on my Pokeball. I wanted more, but I literally couldn't read or speak, so like I decided to order less. I'm not sure how much decided as much as oh my goodness, I can't read or speak. That has gone into your brain. I think it was the autism. Pretty sure that was the autism. But you know, maybe it was lead. I'm pretty sure it was autism though. Pretty certain it was the autism. Hmm. You should have sniffs of gasoline to with the lead, you hit some gasoline to counteract it. I don't think that's how that works. But, you know, thank you for caring. But yeah, that was really... There's an interesting story for you. I stopped being able to talk in the middle of my birthday. Meh. But yeah, I gotta say, that's a thing for me. I don't like it when I just stop being able to articulate or speak in any way, shape, or form. Especially if I'm doing something like a birthday. It makes me really sad when that happens. I like speaking my mind, even if I'm not very good at it. And when I suddenly stop being able to, it always makes me sad. It's also kind of painful. I had trouble standing after that too, though I don't think I told my mom that bit. She might be listening in, and then she's gonna be upset with me for not saying something. But you know, it's probably pretty obvious even if I didn't say anything. So, you know, it was fine. Right? Yeah. Surely. It was really nice being lazy for my birthday. That's really what I did on my birthday is I was lazy. And didn't do anything. And I'm not saying I do a lot anyway. I'm not saying, like, I'm super active as it is, but, you know, I was even more lazy. Probably a bad thing, you know, for, like, health reasons, but, you know, in general. Honestly, that earlier story, if you don't bring up autism, would have sounded like a confession of something or a stroke. Would it? I mean, that's just how it is. It's been that way my whole life, so, you know, I'm not that worried about it at this point. I'm just used to having problems. It's just normal. No, literally, that's what happens when you get a concussion or something. Concussion or something like, or something, or a stroke, yeah. It makes sense. In my case, I know it was just because I was having a moment of autism, being autism. Is it something I enjoy? No, but is it something I'm concerned about? It's reality. It's normal. Sure you don't have a tumor? Sure. Now, if I do, it'll be a while for me to find out. And I might not want to know, to be honest. Maybe blissful ignorance is, you know, a good thing. There. Stupid Enderman. Don't worry, I know the best brain surgeon around. Is it an Enderman? Because I'm never trusting one of them with my brain. I've heard too many horror stories. teleporting away in the middle of a surgery. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm never gonna be one of them. Victims. Or is it a creeper? I don't want my brain exploding because I got too close during the middle of the operation. He would do a good job, honestly. He would just grab it and teleport with it. And the rest of my body and brain and stuff out to who knows where. No, thank you. Oh, there's none there. Okay, and then one back there is... Okay. No brain, no or tumor. You have a point. Sorry, my head suddenly started ringing. Ringing's the wrong word. It feels like there's like this little string of pain in my head. I don't know. Ringing was the wrong word. It's not even really pain so much as like a mild annoyance. And again, my pain sensors probably don't work right anyway. I won't actually grow a tumor. I don't have a tumor! I don't think. Hesh. I just... It's probably... I don't know. It's not a tumor. It's just something that happens. It's probably migraine. Actually, that might be better as a piece of mud. Better. I'll add some more texture in later. Or rather, slabs and stuff in later. Texturing's fine, but... Oh, it'd be perfect to stick there. My tummy's upset. Might go get a snack. Thank you for the hydrate. Anyways, I shouldn't. Well, I should not spread my disease paranoia to you. I'm not that worried about disease paranoia. Because I've kind of decided what happens. It's all gonna be okay. Maybe not the most bestest decision ever, but you know. Keeps me from being worried all the time, and that matters. I'm gonna go see if there's a snack I can quickly get, or maybe I'll make myself some eggs. I personally dislike that thinking, but that's okay. Well, I mean, worrying about it's not gonna make it better, so just don't worry about it. That's where I'm at in life. Be right back. I'm gonna go put on a be right back screen, guys. I am going to be right back. I'm just working on food. But I don't want to argue this. I don't know what kind of thing you're worried about. Ignoring it makes it better, or it doesn't make it better either. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying don't stress. I still treat my problems. I just don't worry about them getting worse. I just think it's gonna be okay, and I keep treating them until they get better. It's not like I completely ignore them. Anyway, but I don't want to argue this. All right, yeah, that's fine. I'm just working on getting food. to cook. Eggs take forever. I mean, they don't really take forever. They take like a minute. But they take forever when you're hungry. I wasn't hungry. My stomach's been so upset. I've barely been able to eat anything. I'm finally hungry. And now the eggs are taking forever. 60 seconds. That's forever. I know. Ah. But I've got tons of butter in my eggs, so that's good. It'll be nice and buttery, and I like buttery eggs. I don't like oily eggs, but I like buttery eggs. Buttery eggs are nice. Maybe I should stick some honey on them. What do you think? Honey on my eggs or something else? Kind of not feeling plain eggs. I kind of want pickle actually. Do we have any pickle in the fridge? I'm not sure. We have some pickle in the fridge. Maybe I'll go for some pickle on my eggs. And eggs and pickles are friends. You know. Um, Flip a coin. I think I want pickle, not honey. Maybe pickles and honey. What do you think? Pickles and honey, or just pickles? Yeah, got that. I'm sorry. I'm very hungry. I have not. I did not eat properly yesterday. I barely got any food into me, and now I'm starving. And the not being able to just go eat is killing me. I'm gonna go back to eating or working on that. I'll be right back. My brother is very sweetly cutting a pickle jar for me. I could not open it. If only you were passionate about anything else. Well, I'm only passionate when I'm in need. Like, I haven't eaten and I'm hungry. That's when I'm very passionate. He's battling a pickle jar for me. He's the best brother in the world. Let that be known. Let it be known. Why do we have men in our lives to open pickle jars for us? Obviously. I now have food. I'm back. I'm trying to soothe my delivery man baby. Nice. Prayer, and then let's eat. Ow. I bit my lip. Ah. It's so good. I did not realize how hungry I was. Our chicken eggs are the best chicken eggs. Mm. I had cookie dough mochi last night. Cave Bias Farm Woman. They taste better. Fresh eggs are the best thing. We kind of feed them in a way that makes them yummier to us. Because the way what you feed the chicken determines how the eggs taste. Let's be honest. So it really means. It also depends on the breeds. It just means we have good breeds and stuff. Doesn't mean you're not biased. I mean, maybe. Mm. It may be true that your chickens are the best, but you could still be biased. That's true. That's true. I'm honestly, really complimented that I've got 3 people watching me just sit in a corner, eat. Took me like 10 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Oh, we have the best burbs, the best kitties. Got the best of everything except health. But you know, who needs a healthy life if you can live a fun one? Who wants to live a boring life? You know that Chinese curse about interesting lives? May you live in interesting times. That one. At least, you know, you're not wishing boredom on them. Right? Anyway, what's next week's Wednesday game since I might as well ask early? I like a relatively boring and enjoyable life. Ah. Well, I don't know for sure, Z, but I probably am gonna do the ninja game because I was planning to do that this week. But then I was I felt so sick Wednesday. I don't know. It was bad. Might be the super cancer. I'm pretty sure it was just me having insomnia this week. And I hadn't slept properly in like 4 or 5 days and I was just exhausted. But you know, it could be the super cancer. But I'm gonna bet on insomnia. Yeah, probably that. It's probably the insomnia. Yeah, probably. Wait 24/7 and avoids my streams. Thing is, you stream when I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. The thing is, you stream often when I'm trying to sleep or at a very random time of day that I finally gotten to sleep, even if I'm not getting REM, which was really most of my problem. It wasn't that I wasn't sleeping at all. The quality of sleep was really bad. I'm joking, don't worry about it. No, let me explain. I was sleeping. I just might as well not have been. And that's just horrible when you're doing that. When you are sleeping. It's just not any productive good sleep. It's just the sleep that you slept. You can't sleep more, but it's useless. No, I know you hate my streams. It's okay. We have our own tastes. I don't know. Usually I just find that your timing, I don't hate your streams. I just don't watch streams when you're streaming. It's like you always hit the point in time where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for a stream right now. Um, you have impeccable timing. Um, I know it's okay. I don't. I've got something maybe a little bit mean to say, but I don't understand how people can focus without some sort of stimulus. And I have used streams like that, especially when I'm drawing. I'm not sure if I've used you. I think I've used you a couple times for that. But when I want to focus on something else, Putting on something like a stream is so much easier to focus. And the people who need it to be quiet to focus, I just don't get them. And I think they're crazy. About to call you a druggie. I understand you don't get me. Um, you're not in that category, Lost. I know how much you have going on at any one point in time. Keep dreaming that you need quiet to focus. I don't believe you. Um, I need quiet to actually focus on important things. I don't believe you, but sure. I don't know. You've been in here too many times talking about the important thing you're doing. I'm literally purely distracted by you right now. It's annoying. Important thing that I'm not doing right now because I'm talking. Well, there, I guess that answers my question. They don't get stuff done. My stomach still feels empty. I just had 2 eggs and a bunch of pickles, and I'm still hungry. I probably need to wait for it to settle my stomach, but waiting is a pain. I need to remove all stimulants to be able to properly focus. You're truly a cat, always hungry. I'm a wolf. And I'm not always hungry. That's the problem. I couldn't eat yesterday. I wasn't hungry. I mean, I did eat eventually because I felt like I was gonna pass out otherwise, but and not in the healthy way, in the I haven't eaten in long enough that I'm gonna be sick kind of way, but like that's not hunger. Wait, I just assume that I always procrastinate. Also, all lies. You always eat. I wish. I did eat stuff yesterday, just not very much. Also, you should just assume. But Lost, I have faith in you. You're a capable and talented young person. You can do stuff. I believe. I believe pigs can fly. That's what you're supposed to say, right? You didn't have faith in me. I have faith in pigs flying just as much. So colorful. There's a better view. I still can't believe you're BRB, even though you're here. I forgot to turn that off. Thank you for reminding me. I knew there was something I forgot. I've been very forgetful today. I forgot my character. Also had me to remind me about my VTuber. No, it's the tumor and of the insomnia or lack of food. I don't know. It's something. I want more food. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking about forcing myself to keep records of what I've eaten in a day, but I don't want to do it because I know how little I eat, and it's gonna be really hard to look at the fact that I am eating so little. Just because I know how bad it is for my health, and I don't like facing when I'm doing things that are bad for my health. I like to ignore my problems, thank you. Makes me feel like I have less of them. Doesn't actually make me have less of them, just makes me feel like there's less of them. I want to live in denial. Honestly, all your issues calm me down a bit, honestly. It could be so many different answers that actually. Well, I'm glad my suffering helps you. I'm happy to be of service. It could not be a humor. You spend too much time with Dr. Google. Didn't I say I have a paranoia when it comes to these things? You did. I was just kind of saying you have paranoia anyway. I know you have the paranoia. I was, acknowledging it. Ever round and on I continue, circling with nothing but my pain and paralyzing misery, and tell me who I am, who I was, uncertainty enveloping my mind till I can't break free. Oh, maybe it's a dream, maybe nothing else is real, but it wouldn't be the same if you told me how I feel. I'm sorry, it's stuck in my head. I should really just listen to it. My sister introduced me to the song. I've never actually. I think I've seen Ultima play the game once. And he does it for free. He just wants a little bit of information. Of course I do. It's too much time with the guy. He's always willing to answer my questions, you know. And he does it for free. He just wants a little bit of my information. Tired of your bad apple. Oh, I wish that I could live knowing nothing but the night. Sorry, I really do like that song. I'm gonna probably listen to it properly soon because it's stuck in my head, and that way I can get rid of it. Because even if I like the song, it doesn't mean I want to listen to it on repeat in my head for like 20 hours straight. Who I was, who I was, uncertainty enveloping my heart till I can't break free. Oh, maybe it's a dream, maybe not. I think I wanna. Maybe nothing else is real. I wouldn't be the same if I told you how I feel. I want to do a wall there, actually. And maybe... maybe a piece of this there. So I need different block. On the misery inside, oh, I wish that I could live. Where are the good apples? Such strong, distracting energy. It's because I'm just wonderful and everything about me is awesome. I do this. Oh, none of them look right. Maybe a stair there. Maybe a stair. Maybe that there. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum. Dun-dun. Dun 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 dun. Maybe I take this back and this away. I do something more like this here. And like that. And then into something more akin to like this. Then we go over to this piece and we do this. Is that better? I feel like this piece still doesn't work. It just feels too harsh. Maybe something more like that is better? And if I take it back one and I do andesite here. This one can come out. At least for now, I don't want that there. Yeah, that's better. And then it can come down easier. That looks like a much better spot. Of course, of course, of course. Yeah. You know what the weird thing is? Like, I never understood how to get a rounded, terraformed thing built. I never understood it, and I've talked about this a little bit, but my family watches things like Hermitcraft and stuff. And when we first started watching, I didn't understand how they did what they did. I wouldn't say my builds were bad, but I would say they were more along the lines of like something more basic, like shape-wise, I would say they were much more along like just the square straight up and down of like these, or like more like what just very simple. Sorry if I just screamed into the mic. It feels a little bit like I did. But kind of like how dragons just got more of a straight up and down building. It wasn't quite as detailed. They were very simple, often checker patterned, up and down towers, and the roofs weren't that interesting. I didn't really understand how they got what they got, and I wasn't really playing Minecraft at the time, and I wasn't really interested in going back to it. I kind of moved on from Minecraft at that point. Shocking, I know, considering where I am now. Tragic, I know. I need to go sleep. I'm sorry, I was getting a drink real quick. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying right now. Anyway, while we were watching, I don't remember who it was that really got me back into Minecraft. I think it might have been B-Dubs, actually. In his castle. I wanted to see if I could build stuff like that. I always had a fascination with like, so I was never very good at building them. I'm really good at it now, but like erythrial, no, the I don't know another word for it, and I can't say the word I'm trying to say. Erythrial, I can't say it. It's not right. Erythrial isn't quite right, but it's close, and I just can't quite say it. So that's great. Um, I'm gonna stick this here and put it like facing this way. So let's use this as like a holder block. Honestly, that does look okay like that. No, that needs to go. But continue. About block game. But continue. So I tried to do something that was it didn't work out great, but I tried. It was a I guess the light, airy, whimsical, mystical kind of thing is kind of and I opened up a world and I started doing stuff on it. It was my first survival world that was like proper survival with monsters and everything. I'd always done peaceful if I did survival up to that point. I think I did it on the iPad that doesn't really work anymore. And I started playing like that. And honestly, I have to say, I probably wouldn't have gone back to Minecraft if we hadn't started watching that. And it's really changed how I build because watching them build has led me to build like this, which I think is a little bit it can be excessive, but I love it. And it makes me so happy. But it's so weird that something so insignificant as watching somebody else play a video game can completely change the course of your future. Because I probably wouldn't have started streaming either if we hadn't watched the Hermitcraft stuff. I probably wouldn't have started streaming or even thought about it. Like, sure, I thought streaming was neat and all, but I probably never would have thought, oh, that would be good for me, is the thing. Because, like, it was an obvious thing for my brother to be interested in. Sorry, I just heard something fall. Um, to be interested in streaming and all of that stuff. Sorry, I need to see what piece I want. It's like an obvious step for him because he's just always kind of done that kind of thing with or without an audience. He plays to an audience. It's sweet and lovable. And sometimes it makes me want to hit him over the back of the head with love. You know? My brother's a natural. Sure. Exactly. You know you love your sibling when you want to hit them over the back of the head because Oh my goodness, shut up. I mean, not in a bad way usually, but yeah, he had his moments. But like I've said in the past, I wasn't really interested in video games, so something like streaming where I've always kind of felt like it's really a space for video games. Like to me, it's always just seemed like a space with video games in a way. Like maybe that's rude to the people who do it who don't do video games, and I get that that's a place, but it all connects back to video games in the end eventually. It finds its way back to video games or something like news. And like as far as news goes, I certainly didn't want to be doing news. I wouldn't I would never want to be a news person. That's way too much responsibility. No, thank you. Streaming has been around before video games. Okay, anyways. Streaming was around before video games, was it? Interesting. I thought video games were around before the internet. I mean, I guess you could argue something like a news broadcast was streaming, but it's not really what I was talking about. It's not the current style, obviously. What? But it was always something I associated with entertainment, and there were parts of me that were like, I don't really see the entertainment value of it, but I understand it's fun. And there were parts of me that are like, this is fun. Especially with something like Minecraft. I was like, if I want to play Minecraft, I'll just play Minecraft. I don't get why you would watch someone play Minecraft. That was the biggest mystery to me for ages. We'd ended up getting into YouTube after we lost yet another entertainment TV thing. Like, I don't remember what it was, but like, yet again, something where we would usually watch that ended up becoming weird and no longer fun to watch, so we stopped watching it. That's how we ended up from normal TV to anime to YouTube. We were just searching for something fun to watch. K-dramas was a thing for a while. And when we couldn't find something we all enjoyed on one form of TV, we just switched countries. So we ended up on YouTube. Not in this current style, obviously. That is what happens when you don't pirate, I see. I mean, rar rar. Rar or whatever, I don't know. But, so we ended up there, and then my sister was showing us, she had found Hermitcraft, and then she showed us the Hermitcraft stuff. And because I started watching that stuff, I ended up interested in streaming as me. Like, me streaming. Not as me exactly, but like, me being the one on the camera. It really changed my life in such a weird way. It's such an inauspicious. The words are failing me. Innocuous. That's the word, I'm pretty sure. String of events leading me streaming. They seem so unconnected, and yet. Proving your sister has a pinnacle of taste. I mean, it was Minecraft that led me here. Are you sure, Mr. I hate Minecraft, all Minecraft is horrible, is the one that you want to credit Minecraft as good taste? You, of all people? I mean, some of her stuff is good taste, but I mean... I'm just saying that she cares about her own taste the most, so she found what she likes. Honestly, that's kind of true. But, she loves... Okay. I'm not sure I always love when she does this, but for as long as I can remember, she's always loved to direct things. And when I say that, I mean if it's music in the car, she likes to be the one to put to put the music on and decide how the music is. And if it's the TV we're watching, she likes to direct how we watch it and in what order and stuff. And usually we don't mind. Sometimes it can get to be to the point where it's like, okay, we're not doing this. Stop. We're going to actually watch TV instead of talk about it for 20 minutes. Because she must put everything in order, and it's like, no. No, you don't need to. We can just watch the TV. Makes sense, she's a very argumentative person. Obviously, that's the best ways. I mean, she's not actually that argumentative. She's just... How to put this in a way that's not like... Yeah, let's go turn this into slabs. It's gonna sound rude. She's very scheduled. You can tell my sister had much less. She needs things to be fair. She had much less therapy much later. And you can tell. That's not a bad thing. Yeah, that's better. I love my sister. She's great. But you can tell she didn't have the same therapy and stuff. And it can be a bit much. I kind of want a slab there and a wall there. And so it's very hard to get her to act, quote unquote, spontaneously. I mean, spontaneously isn't quite the right word, but I don't know how else to put it. She's lovely. Honestly, it seems fine to me. She doesn't act that as badly on stream from what I understand. I can't watch her streams personally because they bore me out of my mind. She is my sister. I spend all day around her. Well, not so much anymore because now she sleeps all day. But I spend a bunch of time around her. And I've heard her say these things a million times. I I I can probably like tell you what she's gonna say as she's saying it some of these times when she's talking to you guys. I I just takes away some of the fun, I guess, when you know exactly what the other person is gonna say. Um that I don't live with her. But Yeah, when I plan to do something, I really can't do anything else, especially if it's delayed. Yeah, that's a problem in this household. I try and work on myself to not be as bad about that, but I will say that is something we all struggle with here. Right. Uh, you should be more like your sister, be more opinionated. I am opinionated. I often, that that's kind of where our problems come in and where we start fighting. Um, I guess I just don't show it enough on stream, but no, I am very opinionated myself. It leads to conflict with my sister. Um, Unfortunately. I don't know about that there. It works. Um, so yeah. Yeah, you don't really show it. You're either like, oh, sorry, or completely ignores. If I completely ignore you, it either means I didn't see it or I'm not comfortable with it. I like to ignore my problems until they go away. Um, Half joking there, kind of true. Said that like 10 times today, I know. I don't think I've said it today, but maybe I have. But I guess it is ironic where I'm supposed to be opinionated and able to just voice my. Okay, the thing is, I don't have to fight you guys with my opinions here. I end up fighting with my sister pretty consistently when we talk. So the fact that I don't have to fight you guys makes me less vocal, I guess. I don't know. I not proud of how often we end up just straight up fighting, but it's reality. Um I will fight you if you play a puzzle game. We should play a puzzle game together now that I have an account. That'd be fun. That'd be so much fun. The thing is, I've worked very hard to be patient and just accept things and just move forward because people aren't worth the trouble. That I think it's negatively impacted my ability to just argue with random strangers on the internet. Ironically, it's really impacted my life negatively. You'd think that'd make it. You'd think that'd be for the better, but no. If only I didn't have such great self-control. That's a half joke. It's a good thing to not argue with random strangers on the internet, but also it's extremely funny. I know, right? To think teaching myself self-control would backfire like this. How tragic. What about tough? I don't see a lot of tough here. And then there, I need something else. I know it's extremely tragic. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. You know what's really weird? So apparently when I was really little, I would charge people. I don't really remember this very well. Kind of vaguely, but not really. I kind of need a wall here. Maybe, no, is that be better as a slab? I don't think so. Maybe a wall? Or a stair. Actually, a stair would be pretty good there. Maybe I'll put a stair there. But apparently I used to charge people, especially at their legs. Like you charge them? Or you added the heartbreaking part? Yes, I did. Like you charge them, or you charge them with money. No, like I charged their legs and knocked them over. We're talking violence here. Just to be clear. My mom's here. She can tell you about me charging people.
Like a pint-sized billy goat meets a rugby player. That's how. She could take out anyone's shins. She'd duck down and go head first. Bam!
I don't remember it very well.
Yeah. Because you weren't the victim. Everybody around you.
With you were a violin kid.
The head or the kicking? It was always a question. Which end do you want to get near?
I still kick people. I don't try to, though.
No. You didn't try to then.
Well,
you just did. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was all yes. I was like, wow, that's a lot of hydrating loss is done to you. You're gonna swim away.
not a fish. So this is where you got your concussions, maybe. Or it's when my brother was breaking blocks on my head.
That's true. And all fairness, you did break solid wooden blocks on your head. Hard head. When someone said that the block broke, and I was like, "Oh, it's your sister's head."
Hear that?
You didn't even fuss. You were like, "What?" You were tough little one.
Maybe it's not just the autism. Can you take my plate? I kind of want more food, but I'm not gonna eat during my stream. I had the 2 eggs that were from our chickens, and I had my brother help me open pickles.
Pickles. I was like, pickles? Okay, cool. I'm
Wanted
gonna real
pickles. Yeah. Usually I have to ask mom to open the pickle jar. She's really good at it. But my brother's graduated in manhood.
Graduated. I can get the pickle jar opening. Alright, I'm gonna leave.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, there was also the falling off of random furniture and walls. So yeah, no, maybe I did get some head injuries when I was little. I was very I didn't stay still. I was very adventurous, I guess. I kind of makes me want to go on an adventure now when I think about it. I'm sure there's something I could do that would be adventurous, like exploring, like hiking and stuff is fun. I have to go outside, but maybe it's worth it to go on an adventure. What do you think? Should I risk the outdoors to go on an adventure? Oops, I did not mean to do that. I did not want that many mossy stone brick stairs. Oh, we're going to be using stairs for a little bit. Time for you to go volcano surfing. Never heard of that before. And which direction should I face the stair? That's not bad. Maybe it'd be better if I did it like this. Is that better? Actually, maybe. Um, but yeah. I would say that could be. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh my goodness, I completely blanked. Again, I always do this. I kind of want one more piece of this. Right here, but I want it to be smaller. Like, I want slabs. I just went way too fast. An actual thing? Sounds kind of dangerous to volcano surf. I don't know. I want an adventure, but I want to come back alive, you know? Like, I don't want to die doing my adventure, you know? Adventuring's only good so long as you come back from the adventure, you know? It shouldn't be a permanent type of adventure, if you get what I mean. I want a wall there. Maybe mud brick wall, yeah. Mud brick wall, and then this actually can't go. I don't like this. Still kind of feel like this is wrong. Maybe something more like this. And then mud brick wall there, and then I need a wall. I think that would be it, actually. Unless I do something like that. A couple places. Maybe that would have been a better spot, though. Maybe those. I think this one needs to go, though, if I do it like that. Or this one, actually. I do that one, and then I move this over here. That's better. Let's get a mud brick wall, and then we can take out the scaffolding, and I think it should be okay. I need to do the tree, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm a war tourist. Again, I don't want to die. I feel like Lost, your suggestions are kind of deadly. You heard adventure and you said, what's the most dangerous thing I can think of is what it feels like. Now, is that a bad thing? No. You've definitely got the brief. But, like, the not want to die bit is seeming to miss the point. I think it works. Let me see it in the daytime. Let me just go and sleep and we'll see it again in the daytime. I need to work out the roots of this tree so that they look right. But I think it works. Isn't it the most adventurous thing, though? Yes, it is the most adventurous. But, like, I don't want to die. I still value my life. I'm not that. I don't want to do something that adventurous, right? I still, want to live. I know high standards, but I can't give that one up. Yeah, that looks really neat. Especially if I bring down the roots some more. I mean, I've still got to work it out, but I'm really looking forward to how that looks when it's done. When the tree is done. Also, volcano surfing is not that deadly. My sister did it. Well, that's good. I think that's a good stopping point for my build, though. I'm stretchy. I don't know. I'm suddenly kind of sleepy. I'm gonna probably leave things here. I'm really happy with the progress I made, even though I only spent like maybe 2 hours on it and the other 30 minutes for food. But food was yummy. I feel like I used like the worst set of reasoning. Oh yeah, Tim went to war and Tim he didn't die. War isn't deadly. You know, Jeremy got in a car accident and he didn't die. Car accidents can't kill you. That kind of thing. That was the wrong button. But... Well, anyway, have a great day, everybody. Take care. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, everybody, and bye-bye! Buttons.